Hi.
Unfortunately, Martin won't be able to join us for this. He's having some trouble in his personal life, but that should be sorted fairly soon, and he will be back. So it's just me and Adrian today.
Yep. We're gonna wait a few more minutes for people to join.
For anyone joining just now, we're just going to give it until like 5 past, and then we might make a start once more people have joined.
I just noticed we have blue tick finally.
Oh yeah, I hadn't seen it actually. Finally. Now we should work on getting. I think Artie got that one sorted for us.
Yeah.
But I remember reading that companies are supposed to get an orange or a golden tick.
Gold one, yeah, but I don't think it's working for now.
Yeah, I've only seen it on like the biggest companies. I wonder if it's more expensive to get the golden one, or is it?
No, it's based on the account type. Gold ones are for companies.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, blue are for influencers. There's something else. There are a few different types.
All right, it's 5 past. I reckon we can make a start. What do you think?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So, welcome everyone. For anyone who wasn't here from the start, able to make it to this AMA as well, which is also the reason we rescheduled the last one, which was supposed to be 2 days ago, I think, because he wasn't going to make it. He's dealing with some personal issues at the moment. And it's unfortunate because we wanted to have our end of year AMA together with all of us developers together here, but he's going to be busy, so it's just me and Adrian for this one. Don't worry about Martin, he's fine. He's probably going to be back for the next AMA most likely. In terms of development, Tech Alchemy are currently working on Sprint 9. Just a few days ago, and that should be finished by the end of December, which, yeah, so Sprint 9 should be finished by the end of December, and then Sprint 10 should start in January, depending on, I think the developers are going to be getting a few days off in early January, and because of the holidays, and then Sprint 10 should be completed around mid to end of January, and that should have the alpha release ready by then for everyone to try. The alpha release, originally we were thinking of making it limited access. So, for example, for only people who hold a certain amount of KTO or people who hold certain NFTs, like for example the golden ticket NFT. But after long discussions, we decided to just make it open for everyone for the alpha, because we want new investors, new holders, all sorts of people to be able to see what we've built so far, to say that we're serious about this, that we're really building something from scratch, and to play around with it, to see all the functions and that kind of stuff that we have ready already on there. So we decided it would be a better idea to have it open for the public as a whole for this one. And then for the beta, or the second version of the beta, that's going to be much more restricted, because there will be more functions on there. I think those will be connectable with bank accounts and cards and so on. So for that, we'll be using, we'll be making it accessible to people holding certain NFTs, KTO, and so on. The exact details haven't been ironed out yet, but we're still discussing them, and they will be eventually released in advance to the beta release. As for the alpha release, again, all the development should be ready by the end of January on it, but there might be a little buffer between then and the release, because we have to make sure all the functions are working as intended on there. Like, I understand that it's work in development still, and that's kind of the point of having an alpha, so people can see if something isn't working right. But we just want to make sure and test it and go through it, each one of us and the developers together, so that we can make sure that there aren't any critical issues with it. I think Martin has mentioned this in previous AMAs, but I thought I should mention it again. So on the alpha, you'll be able to make an account, complete the KYC procedure, log in, log out, confirm your email, play around with the functions of changing passwords and so on. You'll be able to open the actual exchange website, just the website though. We aren't doing a mobile app yet. We're thinking about mobile app once the actual exchange is released on desktop in browser version. You will be able to also get, there will be a button where you can get sort of quote unquote fake money on your account, so that you can use them to buy the cryptos, which will be only KTO initially on the alpha. On there, you can swap for KTO, you can sell the KTO for USD again. But because it's just alpha and we're not fully completed with the integration of like credit cards and bank accounts and so on, it will be utilizing placeholder money, which aren't real, and all of those funds are going to be wiped eventually before the actual release of the exchange. But yeah, you'll be able to familiarize yourself with the process of buying, selling stuff on there. The interface is currently really simple, because that's what we've been going for since the start. We wanted to make a non-overwhelming, beginner-friendly centralized exchange where people who don't have much experience with crypto can just open it, and it's nice and straightforward. It doesn't have the loads of order books on the side with the puts, the bids, all these moving numbers, which I remember very well being completely overwhelmed with the first time I opened a centralized exchange, which in my case was Binance. And then later on, after we release, after we release the basic sort of interface, we're also going to have an advanced interface, which many other exchanges also offer, where people who are more interested in seeing the order books and so on, they can enable that in the settings and then use the more advanced version of the exchange with more functionalities and so on. I'm ranting a bit, sorry. Yeah, I think that's it about the development of the stage and the alpha and the functions and so on. Do you have anything to add, Adrian? If you do,
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to say that everything is going according to the plan right now. So yeah. Also about buy competition, because we've had some questions about it. So buy competition has ended at 17th of December, but now people who are in the top 5 need to hold KTO for that 4 weeks before we announce winner, because we can't announce winners right now, because if they sell, then someone else from the list jumps into their places, right? So we're gonna announce winners at... Sorry? Am I breaking up? Hello?
Can you guys hear Adrian or hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, so Adrian is gone.
Yeah, I just said about
what Adrian was saying was that we don't want to make it easy to exploit by basically the winners taking the prize and after they have sold the tokens or instantly selling the tokens, because we had that happen previously, and it doesn't make for well, they're free to sell anyways when they get them, but we're just sort of safeguarding the price a bit more this way by making people wait for the price. Because previously we had people win the buy competitions and then instantly sell everything, and then someone else buys the lower price and so on. So that's just something that we're trying to see how it goes. If it goes better this way, the future buy competitions are going to be structured in a similar way. I'm trying to reach Adrian and see what happened.
Yeah. Can you hear me on or not? Right. Yeah. So basically, like I said, I hope everyone can hear me. We've ended competition at 17th of December. Now there are 4 weeks of waiting. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna announce winner at 14th of January. We didn't want to announce it right now because that list can change during that 4 weeks of waiting period. And like Johan said, there were people who are actually winning competitions and instantly dumping all KTO, including reward and including what they bought. So that's how we want to prevent it in the future.
Yep, I can hear you now, Adrian.
Perfect.
Was I speaking over you earlier?
Sorry?
I think I just wasn't able to hear you earlier. I was able to hear everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, let's hope. Like Panda said, Elon will fix spaces soon because it's a disaster, really.
Well, I don't think he's gonna do that because he's stepping down as CEO of Twitter now.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, whoever is gonna be next CEO, I hope they'll fix fucking spaces because it's a disaster.
Yeah, Spaces can definitely use a bit of improvement or a lot of improvement.
Yeah, just I don't know if everyone here knows, but Artie, our main marketing guy, is planning big campaign for whole 2023. He said he has planned every single week of next year. So there are some big things coming to us next year, and it's I hope it's gonna be exciting for us all.
Yeah, the whole marketing team has been working really hard on preparing everything for the next year marketing push, and we've been shown the structure and everything is planned out and structured really well, and it looks really promising. But then again, the market keeps being in a suboptimal state at the moment. All markets, including equities and crypto and everything. So all the marketing in the world can only do so much. So they're not having marketing, and as soon as we start seeing an uptick in the main cryptos such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're going to pull the rest of the market. People are going to start getting euphoric again, and that's when marketing is really, really effective.
Yep. Right. I think we can open some spaces for some questions. So does anyone have any questions for us? Everyone is so quiet today.
Hi, what's good, guys? Everyone all right? I wouldn't say this is really a question. I think it's more just like on behalf of like a lot of people that are still in the group. Like we appreciate everything that's still being done and like the development. We're looking forward to seeing the release.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem, Phil.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Hello. Yep, we can hear
Yeah.
you good.
All right, happy holidays first of all. I'm sorry if I'm a bit choppy. I'm crossing a bridge into New York right now, but here's my question. Um, Smith previously indicated that we had a number of investors that were eager to support the idea of contributing funds to quicken the CEX. So we just wanted to know if a choice has been made as far as those investors come, or is there a specific date or time as when we might hear back from the team with a decision? If not, if it's, we just wanted to know if it's time for our community to look for a means to fasten the development on our own if these people decided to pull out.
Yeah, right. So I think I've answered that questions to current shareholders, and so I'll just do it again. The thing with that investors is that they're really looking for some results in terms of shares, right? Because we've sold about 50 shares, to get BITMART listing, to push the development, and now they are actually waiting for us to distribute that shares, and we are trying to do it really hard. But Asia Mercy is it's really pain right now because we've sent them whole details, whole documents for that shares, I think 2 months ago, and we still didn't get single reply from them. So it's now waiting time. I hope we're gonna sort it out as soon as possible, and we'll be able to push it a bit more.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's basically a thing of waiting for the government entity to get back to you. That's basically
Yes.
okay. All right,
Yeah.
understood. All right, thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
And I just want to add that they have gotten back to us a few times, but it's been going back and forth where they get back to us and then they send us documentation that we need to fill out and sign and send back, and then we have to wait for them to respond again, and that takes a while. The HMRC are notorious for being really slow, and well, almost all UK governments
I mean, in UK,
this
everything
is,
is
to be
slow right
honest.
now.
Yeah,
No, I mean
especially around
I've
the
I've
holidays.
heard from other people that are dealing with them out there in the UK that yes, they're definitely working at a slow pace. So it's understandable. So I just wanted to know if it was something that was dependent on them getting back to you, which I wasn't sure about, but it's really clear to me now.
Yeah, I'll just say one example about HMRC. 3 years ago, I closed self-employed and opened LTD company for my business. And I think 2 months ago, they sent me a letter that I owe them like £2,000 in late taxes because they actually never got the fact. I mean, they never, coded the fact that I've closed that self-employed. So, they wanted to charge me for nothing. So I've had to spend few hours on explaining them why they are wrong about it. So yeah,
Okay.
HMRC,
So they're running behind on everything.
yeah.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, and happy holidays to everyone in here.
Yeah, happy holidays to everyone. I'm looking at the general chat and seeing a screenshot which Panda has posted for us of a question. Let me just read it.
Yeah.
So the person is saying that the centralized exchange building looks promising and great, but they're curious to know how the centralized exchange is going to relate to our KTO token and how they're going to be connected, and what mechanisms there will be in place to facilitate the increase in value of the KTO token relating to the centralized exchange platform.
Yeah, so we have few ideas for this. First is gonna be like reduced fees if you hold. Sorry, you can pay your fees, for trading fees. Half of that fees can be paid in KTO, and that KTO is gonna be burned. The other thing is that staking is gonna take a big chunk of KTO out of circulation because people will stake. We will not trade that tokens.
Yeah.
They'll be kept on on exchange on staking wallets. So that's also something that would definitely have big influence on the price. We also have few others ideas, but that's for the future. For now, I can just tell you that two things.
Yeah, as Adrian said, we're looking into implementing a burn mechanism on the centralized exchange platform as well for our KTO token, because at that point, as we've outlined before, we're planning to disable our decentralized side of the tokens taxes. So the passive burning that happens with transactions on Uniswap will be disabled at that point, and the burning is going to be overtaken or is going to happen on the centralized exchange in one way or another. As Adrian outlined, that's one of the ways we've thought about, and there's a few others that we're discussing as well. And obviously taking the tokens out of circulation by locking them up for staking as well is going to reduce the circulating supply quite a bit over time, and that's all going to create scarcity.
Yeah, Panda asked about utility for golden tickets, so I'm gonna answer it. You know, definitely we're gonna give beta access because first beta is gonna be closed for public. It's gonna be only for certain groups. Definitely Nintai holders, definitely golden ticket holders. We don't know about OG NFT. We're gonna have to decide about it. And there will be also, you know, smaller transaction fees, higher APR on staking.
I'm reading Bonka's question right now that Panda posted.
Regarding alpha, you said that there will be KYC, right?
Yep.
Is there any limitation to any countries, so it will work worldwide?
I think the KYC is going to work worldwide.
And after the alpha and beta is over, so the same account will be the same account that actually can be used on the exchange, right?
I'm not.
We're not sure about it, to be honest, because, you know, everything can change. They can change, Tech Alchemy can change databases, you know, they can change a lot of stuff. So maybe it will be required to, you know, register again. We're not sure about it for now.
Pretty high probability that all the accounts are going to get deleted because of a few reasons. First, being that we might decide to change the service that we use for our KYC. Secondly, the actual KYC service that we're using at the moment, we're only using in their sandbox mode. So the KYC process isn't actually being fully vetted and so on. So it's not fully enabled, but it still goes through the process, through the same process that you would go through if KYCing on the completed exchange. And then also another reason would be that to get rid of all the placeholder money that we're going to have on the alpha as well. So we haven't decided for sure yet, but it might just be easier for us to just delete all accounts before the beta release eventually.
And beta release will allow to actually buy something, or it will be still
on the beta release. We're going to have KTO, and you'll be able to connect your bank accounts, your cards, and so on, and deposit crypto. And then you'll be able to use it to buy KTO on the platform.
Nice.
So I'm reading Bonka's question at the moment in general. Do we have a rough estimate of how big our volume should be, or how it would reflect into a number of daily users on our platform? Main draw of people, I believe, would be staking options, but it won't be available until we can afford it from taxing our volume. They're saying that's their understanding, and that's correct. So me and Adrian have run some calculations on the volume we would need and how many tokens we would need to list, and we've looked at our revenue streams that we're planning and how sort of what volumes we will need on a day-to-day basis in order to be able to afford staking rewards. And while I don't have the numbers in front of me, and I don't think Adrian does either at the moment, considering all the revenue streams we have planned, it didn't look unreasonable to provide the staking returns, and then also in order to make sure that we don't end up having to deal with a situation where the staking returns that people have earned are in excess of our actual profits, and we can't pay those off to people. In order to avoid such a scenario, we're going to initially launch without the staking functions, just on a centralized exchange. We're going to observe how it functions, observe the volume, the revenue generated, and so on, over a couple of months, and then we're going to launch the staking for everyone. And
it's not exactly like we're gonna launch without staking. So the idea is to launch exchange faster. So Tech Alchemy is working only on exchange right now. You know, they're building exchange. We get audit, and when we get audited, they are starting building staking. So we launch exchange. I think we will be able to launch staking after 2-3 months. So you know, it's planned so we can launch exchange a bit faster and then staking. You guys still here?
Yep, we're here.
Yeah, I thought I got disconnected again. I just hate when everyone is quiet in spaces, because that almost always indicates there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Do we have any more questions?
I'm looking through the Discord, trying to see some.
Yeah, I think there are no more questions, so we can just close spaces. I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everyone, Happy Holidays. You know, just take care of yourselves. Don't look on charts too much, because you know, end of December always is bad for crypto. I'm not saying about KTO, saying about Bitcoin, Ethereum, other stuff like that. So you know, just take care of yourselves. Don't be too much stress about, you know, crypto.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, and Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks for continuing to support. Thanks a lot.
Yep. See you guys. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Coastal, happy Thursday.